Hello everyone and welcome to the Chicago Bears franchise. My name is MrHurriicane. We've made it to week 10 as the Bears, coming off their bye, will face the Green Bay Packers. The Bears enter 1-7 and have lost 5 games in a row. But they do have some good news this week as tight end Zach Miller has recovered from his shoulder injury that caused him to miss the last 4 games. The Bears take on the Packers, a team they lost to back in week 4, 40-10. Off we go from Soldier Field as this classic NFL rivalry is renewed yet again. On the return is Randall Cobb, and he is stopped shy of the 30. So there is number 12, Aaron Rodgers, 23 touchdowns and 6 interceptions on the season. This offense had a big day against us back in week 4. They open with 2 tight ends, and the give goes to Ty Montgomery, who runs up the middle for a gain of 7. Montgomery ran strong back in week 4, and they open this game with 2 straight runs to Ty Montgomery. He gets up to the 45. It's a gain of 10 as Danny Trevathan heads to the sideline now. He'll receive some attention. In the game now, Nick Kwiatkowski as Rodgers throws to the sideline. This is a gain of 3 to Williams. The Packers are the only team I see go 3 wide with a fullback in the game. 3rd and 10 for Rodgers, and he has all day. Sails one over the middle and connects with Davante Adams, who got behind Kwiatkowski, exposing that cover 2 defense. At the 3, it's Montgomery spinning into the end zone. It's the Packers with a dominant start here in Chicago as they ran and passed the ball very well. This is similar to what we saw back in week 4. So here we go to the Bear offense. They're going to have to play catch up now as Mitchell Trubisky starts with a pass to Marcus Wheaton for a gain of 7. Trubisky, not very good last week. His accuracy was the worst it's been all year. Now they give it to Jordan Howard on 2nd down, and he'll weave his way out for a gain of 9. Howard enters, 741 yards rushing. Now Trubisky barely gets this throw out in time, but rather than a sack, they get a gain of 4 to Howard. I think Trubisky probably should have been benched last week. He has a lot to prove here moving forward. Now a play action on 2nd down. Welcome back to number 86, Zach Miller, as the Bears get a 1st down. Now I think Deion Sims played well in Miller's absence. We'll see if he continues to get some snaps. Trubisky to the air, again the check down, and hanging on despite the contact is Tarik Cohen. Bears get the 3rd and 1 on their opening possession. Halfway through the 1st, and Howard gets the 1st down. Michael Burton helping lead the way off tackle. 2 tight ends in the game, Sims the 2nd, and Trubisky finds Deion Sims. He'll muscle his way for a couple extra down to the 23. How about this, a 5 of 5 start for Trubisky. Play action, and a dump off that maybe was intended for Jordan Howard. There's a flag on the play. And how about this? The Packers are going to be called for defensive pass interference as Martinez tackled Howard on the play. 5:09 to go in the 1st. A long drive here for the Bears as Tarik Cohen gets the carry. There's 4 yards. Cohen still the back. Bears need 5 on 3rd down. Trubisky over the middle, complete to Kevin White. And the perfect start for Mitchell Trubisky continues. 2:36 to play in the opening quarter, and Cohen remains the back. Trubisky throwing behind Zach Miller for his 1st incompletion. This team has had red zone problems all year. Can they convert this time? 3rd and 8. Good coverage. Trubisky buying time, but nobody separating. Trubisky has to throw it away. Great job by the O-line, but they can't get an open look. So that brings out Connor Barth after a very long opening drive, nearly 9 minutes of clock, and the Bears tack on 3 here in the 1st. We know it's the defense who needs to make plays against this Packer offense. They got out to the hot start. Now it's Montgomery again finding open space. 4 carries and 28 yards to begin his day. Minute 37 to go in the opening quarter. Off play action. Rodgers on target as he throws a strike to Randall Cobb, matched up with Kyle Fuller. So far, the Bears are shadowing Jordy Nelson with Prince Amukamara. Now it's Rodgers to Martellus Bennett, the ex-Bear, who is taken down by Danny Trevathan, who has re-entered the game. Amos the high safety. Play action again. Rodgers with a touch pass for Randall Cobb inside the 15. And the Packers are right back in the red zone. Rodgers 6 of 6 for 90 yards. Now going down the middle, Martellus Bennett can't hang on. And that'll set up a third down here for the Packers. Cobb, Adams, and Nelson all to the right side. Rodgers, well protected, and no one's open. Aaron Rodgers just waiting. Now throws to Cobb, and the pass is incomplete. So at least the Bears hold tough here in the red zone. Plenty of long possessions so far as we have 13 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Bears just having the ball for the second time as Howard runs ahead for a couple. Two receivers left. Play action here for Trubisky. He rolls out right and hits Marcus Wheaton outside the numbers. He just continues making plays. Wheaton's career high in yardage is 749. He is likely to surpass that this season as Howard takes a hard hit here on first down. Howard at 22 yards on the ground as on 3rd and 5, the Bears go to the air, and a check down to Jordan Howard will keep the drive moving. So far, they've kept everything within Trubisky's comfort zone, and the offensive line has done a good job protecting him. They'll try Howard again as he fights through a couple Packer tacklers, gets to the 32. Cohen checks in, play action, again rolling right. Trubisky offline this time, intended for Zach Miller. That's a throw he did miss a couple times last week. 3rd and 8 again, now at the 32. You can't take a sack in this situation. On target around the 20. First down, Kevin White. Boxing out to Marius Randall. Bears enter the red zone again. Trubisky to the air. Good coverage. Scrambling and sacked. I think he wanted to try Kendall Wright down near the goal line, but no chance as Mike Daniels sacks him. 3rd and long for Chicago. They need 14. And Trubisky overthrows Zach Miller, who had a great chance to convert. The Bears had a 2-on-1 against Devon House, and there's the inaccuracy from Trubisky. Every drive in this game has resulted in points. 10-6 Green Bay as Montgomery breaks off a tackle, and that ability is part of why he's now a full-time running back. Bears show blitz on 3rd down. Rodgers taking a shot for Nelson. Broken up by Prince Amukamara, and the Bears force the first punt of the game. Amukamara, of course, playing for a new contract this coming season, as this punt from Vogel goes straight up in the air, and there is almost no distance on this kick. The Bears are going to take over at the Green Bay 46. Down 4. Can the Bears continue to move the football? Well, Howard runs into Mike Daniels, and the Bears will be best to avoid him. 4:44 to go in the opening half. Trubisky heading to the flats, and Miller is there, but so is Morgan Burnett. And the Bears are again tasked with a tougher 3rd down. They're going to have to make these plays. Packers blitz. Trubisky stands tall and finds Miller inside the 10 to the 5 and stopped by Burnett. Great job handling the pressure this time. Jordan Howard does a phenomenal job, and Trubisky gets the wide open look to Zach Miller. 3:20 to go in the second quarter. They give it to Howard, who is taken down by Blake Martinez. Just 24 yards rushing so far for Jordan Howard. 2nd and goal. Jump ball back pylon. Incomplete for Kevin White. 3rd down again, trying to find the end zone. 2 tight ends to the right for Trubisky. He throws it up, and the pass is broken up for Zach Miller. Martinez knocked it away. For all the things the Bears are doing right on offense, settling for field goals does negate some of that. They are still down by 1 despite 3 scoring drives. You need touchdowns to win in this league. Packers up 10-9 and 2 minutes to go before the half. Rodgers heading to the air, and this is nearly intercepted. Rodgers wanted Nelson, almost picked by Trevathan. 3rd and 7 now. Bears trying to get the football back, and they will as McPhee demolishes Ty Montgomery. That'll bring out Vogel again, who puts another punt high into the sky. Bears not going to risk fumbling a punt that short, and the Packers down at midfield. Bears have plenty of time remaining. Packers stacking the box. And this is Howard through a lane, getting across the 45 of Green Bay. It's a gain of 8. That time he followed ex-Packer Josh Sitton. Play action now. They've gone to this a number of times. Trubisky taking his shot downfield, and it's nearly picked off. 3 Packers around Kevin White. That was not the best decision. 3rd down and 2. Now they'll toss it now, and Howard can't get out to the edge. The Packers have been tough inside. They try to go outside, but Green Bay is going to keep this a 1-point game going into the half. And for Chicago, only being down at this point and getting the football after the half, you have to be pretty happy about that situation. Green Bay marched down the field on their opening possession for the only touchdown of the game. There were not many possessions in that first half, as these drives were pretty long. It's the 3rd quarter. Jordan Howard starts things here for Chicago. Gain of 6. The run game has been slow to get going. Howard already at 14 carries. Here's the 15th, and there's room for Howard. Out across the 50. This is what they were waiting for. Jordan Howard from one 31-yard line to the other. This is a gain of 38 yards. Every one of the Bears players did their job on that play. They'll try another run here on 1st down, but Benny Cunningham is stuffed on the play. The Bears are very committed to this ground game here in Week 10. A blitz from Green Bay, quick throw and perfect coverage on Jordan Howard as the Packers create another tough 3rd down. They have not done well in these situations today. Trubisky rolls out left, fires complete to Marcus Wheaton inside the 10. What a throw outside the numbers and hanging on despite the hit. Look at Marcus Wheaton continue to make plays. The Bears have their 4th red zone trip of the game. 3 field goals in their first 3. Now Howard spun around by Clinton Dix, gain of 3. 2 tight ends to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Trubisky for Miller, touchdown! The Bears have taken the lead against the Green Bay Packers. Trubisky throws it to his most reliable red zone target. Great play made by Miller. It's awesome to have him back. The Bears trying to extend their lead. Trubisky for a 2-point conversion, steps up, throws for Wheaton who hangs on, and the Bears lead by 7. How about this? The Packers get out to a typical Packers start, but it's the Bears who remain resilient, and now they've taken a 7-point lead in the 3rd quarter. Still a long way to go, but this crowd is excited for the first time in a while. Packer football and not much here for Montgomery, who had 28 yards on his first 4 carries, but only 13 on his last 10. Here on 2nd down, the pass is caught by Randall Cobb, and that sets up 3rd and 1 as Cobb crosses the 5,000-yard milestone. 3rd and 1 Green Bay. Montgomery determined to get the conversion. That is a phenomenal run by Montgomery to keep this drive going, especially considering the Bears have a couple stops in a row. Now they get some pressure on Rodgers, but still he makes the throw as Rodgers does to Cobb. Aaron Ripkowski in the game on 2nd down. They'll roll with a counter, and that is going to result in a loss. McPhee takes down Montgomery. 3rd and 1 again. Now in the I formation. On the blitz is Danny Trevathan. He takes down Montgomery, and that'll bring on the Green Bay field goal team. We do have some pretty serious win today. 62-yard try for Mason Crosby, and he nails the kick. It's 17-13 Bears. Chicago still up by 4. It took them a while to get this ground game established, and we'll see if it keeps creating opportunities. To the right side, big lane there. The team bus could have gone through that one. Jordan Howard out to the 39. He had very little going for him in the first couple quarters, and now suddenly at 91 yards. Back to the air now, no one open. Trubisky in that 4.67 speed takes off out across the 50 and into Packer territory. One thing the Bears have done extremely well today is just get first downs. They made it look so tough last week. Now they want a big play to go with it, but it's broken up for Kendall Wright. The Bears don't exactly have the receivers you want to take those shots for, but they're trying. 3rd and 7. And how about the time they give Trubisky? Kendall Wright makes the catch, but it's 4th down, and the Bear offense will stay in the game. At the 39 of Green Bay, they're going to go for it with Michael Burton. The first down is picked up. and the bruising fullback continues another Bear possession. They've done an excellent job controlling the clock and making this game move by pretty quickly. Trubisky on second down airs it outside and connects with Kendall Wright at the sideline, and now they get inside the 10. Another red zone trip. Now Howard carries, but he's stuffed by Clark and Daniels. As this third quarter winds down, Kevin White, the motion man, on second and goal. Trubisky, high point pass for Miller. Did he hang on? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Chicago. Second on the day for Zach Miller as he returns in a big way. Two extremely tough touchdown catches that have made the difference for Chicago. It's an 11-point game, and this stadium is rocking here in Week 10. Now Cobb on the return, a big spin, nearly breaks outside. That was so close to a house call. But still, the Bears have to know this game is far from over, especially with Rodgers in the game. He sidesteps the bye time. Rodgers connects with Martellus Bennett, and the Packers get a gain of 13. Rodgers has only passed the football 13 times in this game, 8 on the first 2 possessions. Now a fumble as he's sacked by McPhee, trying to roll out. Montgomery does recover, but the Packers back up. Last play of the quarter from the empty look. Rodgers on target for Cobb, and the Packers will make it third down to begin the fourth quarter. A very critical play for the Green Bay Packers. From the tight look, Rodgers, plenty of time. Throws to the sideline for Williams, and it's a short gain, but the Packer offense will stay on the field. They're down 11 in Bear territory, and they need a play. Rodgers on fourth down, nearly intercepted by Prince Amukamara, and the Bears take over on downs. What a game this is. 14-19 to go. Bears take over. Howard on the carry, picking up big yardage on first down. Gain of 10. Getting that ground game going has been huge. 3rd and 9 now for the Bears, and the rush gets to Trubisky, and this drive comes to an end. The Packers needed that play. Down to 12 minutes to go as the Packers open this drive empty, still down 11. Rodgers to the sideline, and there's Jordy Nelson, who's been very quiet. You have to give a lot of credit to Prince Amukamara and the way he's played these last couple weeks. On first down, play action, Packers want something big, and that throw is going to get the job done. Cut by Cobb around the 38. Bears pass rush not getting to Rodgers enough in this game. On the slant, it's incomplete for Randall Cobb with Fuller in defense. 10-18 to go, second down. They'll give it to Montgomery on the delay, trying to bounce it all the way outside, and he's taken down by Adrian Amos, setting up third down from the 32. Packers are in field goal range as they get the first down to Martellus Bennett, and the clock runs inside 10 minutes. There is still a lot of time left with the Packers driving. Rodgers throwing to Cobb inside the 10. First down, Green Bay. Rodgers getting into a rhythm now, 15 of 21 passing. Trying to find the end zone. Rodgers on second and goal. To the back of the end zone. Incomplete as Jeff Janis could not stay in bounds. Third and goal. Rodgers throwing a jump ball. Broken up for Nelson. Once again, it's Prince Amukamara defending. Green Bay adds 3, so now it is a one-score game. The Bears, with 8 minutes to go, trying to continue running this clock down. A few yards there for Howard. 3 tight ends here for Chicago. They are serious about running it, but Green Bay knows that. Great play made by Quentin Rollins. Now it's 3rd and 9. You can't run it here. You don't want to play too safe. That's the prevent offense. But now on 3rd down, Trubisky is sacked by Mike Daniels, and this Packer coverage have stepped up on recent drives. I believe that's Chicago's first 3 and out of the game. Pat O'Donnell gets this kickoff cleanly. Packers let it go, and thanks to the wind and a nice bounce, Chicago flips the field, and Green Bay takes over at the 5. 2 receivers left. They'll give it to Montgomery. Going through the middle and getting extra yardage in the process. Gain of 9. I thought Montgomery would have a much bigger game based on the way he started. Only at 60 yards right now. Here's a completion to Nelson. He stays in bounds and gets a lot of extra yardage. Packers out to the 27. They need the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. 4 minutes to do it. Rodgers pressured, but he'll find green grass, tries to put a spin on Jackson, who makes the tackle on Rodgers. Split backs now for Aaron Rodgers. On 2nd down, it's Adams unable to hang on with the hit from Kwiatkowski. 3rd down, Green Bay. Low snap, and Rodgers gives to Montgomery. What a juke to get the 1st down. Ty Montgomery keeps the drive going. He's made some really nice plays today. Going empty now. We're down to 2 minutes. On target for Jordy Nelson. They get into Bear territory. Bears fans have to be very nervous with the Packers down 8 and driving. Under 2 minutes to play. Rodgers again throwing to Randall Cobb as the Packers get down to the 31. Rodgers keeping his team on the move. 1st and 10. Quick throw for Bennett, and he can't hang on. Again defending Kyle Fuller. 1 minute and 41 seconds to go. Montgomery trying the middle but runs into Bullard. And I think he's done a great job recently. 3rd and 10 now for the Packers. Blitz from Chicago, and they get to Rodgers! Sacked by Danny Trevathan! The Bears force a 4th and 16. How about Trevathan? He came back from an injury early in the game, and he's played maybe his best game all year. 4th down, and the Packers back up further. The guard who gave up the sack just jumped. 4th and 21, game potentially on the line. Rodgers steps up. He's got to throw it deep to the end zone. Broken up by Marcus Cooper. The Bears take over again. What a game we have here. The Bears 1-7. They still want to get this win against the Packers. They need a 1st down to end this game. It's Jordan Howard trying the outside, but Daniels holds the edge. Now for a potential game-sealing 3rd down. Packers out of timeouts. The Bears just keep it on the ground, and Howard will run for a yard, and they'll take this clock down. They still have to get this punt off cleanly, and O'Donnell does. Watch the clock continue to run down as O'Donnell just sends this out of bounds, and the Packers now need to score in 10 seconds. They have no timeouts. Everybody going deep for Rodgers. He'll throw it as far as he can. A pile inside the 20, and the pass is nearly caught off the deflection, and there is 1 second left. The Packers need a touchdown on this play. Rodgers throws it up, and it's intercepted. Prince Amukamara. The Bears have beat the Packers. For just the 2nd time this year, the Bears are victorious, and what a way to put it together. They beat the Green Bay Packers, a team no one thought they had a chance of beating. But on any given Sunday, we all know anything is possible. The Chicago Bears played their best game all year. After the Packers started the game the way you'd think they would, just driving down the field and racking up points. The Bears defense was so resilient. They gave up 10 points in the first 2 drives and just 2 field goals the rest of the way. We were able to eventually get our ground game established, and that created some big plays. Trubisky was also able to keep the drives going with some key completions and no turnovers. That's now 3 games in a row Trubisky has not thrown an interception. Player of the game has to be Zach Miller for those 2 big touchdown passes. This team's big weakness has been getting touchdowns, and Miller helped them with that today. Prince Amukamara did an awesome job against Jordy Nelson and had some big pass breakups and coverage. He is definitely due for a nice contract at the end of this season. Time of possession ended up being pretty balanced toward the end, but it wasn't in the first few quarters. The Packers had the ball a lot more in the 4th. But this game was played on our terms. We controlled the flow of the game because we stayed in it the entire way until we took the lead, and our offense remained consistent. This was awesome. Next up, we take on the Detroit Lions, and Matt Stafford has played very well this season. I anticipate we could shadow Golden Tate with Prince Amukamara in this game, as he's done well the last couple weeks. The Lions are a pretty good team overall, and I think that if we can run the football on them and control their ground game, which I'm not all that concerned about, we have a chance to get a 3rd victory. Now, when it comes to where this team can move forward, I definitely want to get a possession receiver. You saw me try to hit some passes down the middle, and I just want a receiver that's reliable on third down, even if a defender is all over him. So I'm trying to find receivers that can make tough catches, and the draft class is not looking great right now, but I will find players that I think can get the job done. Thank you all for watching the video. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this one. Can we get over 1,000 likes on this for a great win against the Packers? I'll have more Bears franchise coming later this week. If you want to know the slider update from last episode, there isn't one. We just played better. Please subscribe to the channel for much more Bears franchise. I hope this episode gets you guys hyped up for the series. It can still be a lot of fun. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.